what is your doubt? Okay, you want me to say the fees again? Okay, I'll tell you one last time. Please take a note. Okay, this is the thing. Children grade 11 classes, the theory classes, it is on Sunday from 7 to 9:30 p.m. Okay, now I'm doing the unit 5. Sorry, I have completed the unit 4 and we had a unit exam as well. So I'm going to start the unit 5, which is the social changes in Sri Lanka under the British, this particular lesson in this Sunday. Okay. So the next is about the grade 10. Okay. So grade 10 is the Sunday 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. So we are at the unit 4 and the last part we are learning now. Okay. And once this is over, right? Unit 4 over, there will be a unit exam in that particular lesson. And after that, we are moving on to the next. So the grade 11 students who have joined the class, for them the grade 10 is free, right? So already the students, those who have joined for my classes, for them additionally they have to pay only 600 for the paper class. Okay, but the students, those who are joining only for the paper class, for them the fee is going to be 1300. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so clear, right? This information, I hope that you all are clear. Right. Yes, both grade 10 and the grade 11 recordings will be sent to the group, my dear. Right, both grade 10 and grade 11 recordings will be sent to the group. So, you will have okay, the usual timing of the paper class is Thursdays 7 to 9:30 p.m. Okay, Miss, I'm having physical classes at that time. Will I be able to get the recording of grade 10 and 11? Yes, you can get. We are providing the recording. Okay, normally many students are doing it. Ma'am, Sunday 9:30, I have another class. So will I be able to get the recording? Yes, I'm telling you, you can get the recording. We are giving the recording. Okay, we are providing you the recording. Okay, so that's it. Right, so I hope that all your doubts regarding the classes now cleared. So now children, let us move on to the our lesson today. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, Azha. Yeah. Yes, Amra, quickly. Okay. Yes, you can. Now grade 10 per week. Now grade 10 class will be there. Then if you are a grade 11 student, grade 11 class will be there. Grade 10 class will be there. Paper class will be there. Okay, Amra, sure. Okay, Amra, sure. You can get it. You can. I will. You can contact me. Contact me. Okay. Right. I will give you the number. Those who want to contact me, those who want to reach me personally, you can reach out to that number. I'll give you my WhatsApp number. Right. So children, today we are going to start the first lesson. Who is that? Questions are not ending. Wait. Miss, from next week class starting at what time? I'm telling the class is at 7 o'clock, my dear. 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. This is the class timing. Okay, please note that this is the class timing, the usual class timing. Okay, so this is that, right? So children, remember the grade 10 is very, 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 very important, right? The grade 10 lessons are, even though it look like it's a bit hard, but it's not at all like that. They are very easy and they are very understandable. So grade 10s are, the grade 10 questions are only going to be more in your paper. Now, if you look at this year's paper, yeah, your senior, right, their paper, right, most of the questions, right, they have got it from the grade 10. So children, grade 10, now this is a very good chance for you guys. Now, now when I give you the, now today, since it is a first class, many new students are also joining. I could not give you a prior notice. But when you join the class, I am going to give you a notice of what? Children, today I am going to start the second lesson revising. So please have a very good revising of that particular lesson. So you will have a separate, you will separate a timing and you will nicely revise that particular lesson. And when you come to the class, again and again, I am going to tell and teach, and that particular lesson you are going to be thorough. Do you understand? So that is a thing. But I'm telling what you know. This is something now, though I am not forcing everyone, but it is really, really, it is going to be helpful for you guys. That is the only assurance that I can give you guys. Okay, right. Now, sources of studying history. Now, when we take this first lesson, okay, sources of studying history. So, first lesson is just an introduction, studying history. So, when you are in grade 6 only, actually, you have learned this lesson, right? So, after that, you have you grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, even though you have studied, but you don't have a clear idea regarding what are the sources we have, what kind of the sources we have, why do we need to study these things. So remember children, sources of studying history. This is the first lesson. I'm giving you an idea why you should learn the rest of the lesson in the grade 10 as well as the grade 11. Okay. So, sources of studying history. First thing, what is history? Right? So, you all know is the history is, right? Yes, Amra. Okay, yes. Yes, it is studying about the past. So, it is not, we are studying about the future. The history means something we are studying about the past, which has already done, finish. So there are things that help us to know the history. Okay, there are things that help us to know the history. So that we call as the sources. That we call as what? As the sources. So sources can be divided into two. Sources can be divided into two. So one is the literary sources, okay, literary sources, and the other one is the archaeological sources, archaeological sources, literary sources, and the archaeological sources. So remember, my dear, so when we want to know something regarding something, there will be written documents, right? There will be written documents. So that is only going to come under the literary sources. And there are going to be, right, the buildings and the monuments and the drawings or the antiquities, everything that is going to fall onto the archaeological sources. So remember children, the books and the documents which was written at different time periods by the people who lived in the past are considered as the literary sources. And the relics, monuments, coins, inscription, various ruins which are, right, still remaining, which used by our ancestors and still remaining, they are only the archaeological sources. So in order to learn the history, both of these sources are very, very important. So there are classification in the literary sources and there are classification in the archaeological sources as well. Okay, so when we talk about the literary sources, you know, there are local literary sources. Okay, local literary sources, and the foreign literary sources, local literary sources, and the foreign literary sources are there. Right? So local literary sources means what? Now there are writers, there are authors who belongs to our country and they have included the information about our country in their books, in their text, in the way of prose or poems. It is going to be the local literary sources. And the foreign literary sources means they are writers, they are authors, right, who have heard about our country and who have mentioned the information about our country in their books. Right? So the foreign literary sources also we can divide into two as some writers, they have come to Lanka, they have seen the Lanka, right? And they have included those information about in their books. Now for an example, Ibn Battuta, right, during the Gampala period, when he come to Lanka, he has mentioned that by the time, right, a person called Alaga Konar, he possessed a white elephant. He had mentioned, he had included that in his book. So he has come and he has seen it and he has included that in his book. But some writers, some authors, they were there that they have never come to Lanka, but they have heard, there is a country called Sri Lanka. That's a very, very important country. The very good spices are obtained from that country. It is a pearl of Indian Ocean. They have heard about this country. So, being in India, being in Burma, being in neighboring countries of ours, they have included the information about our country in their books. So those authors were never visited to our Lanka, but they have included the information about our country in their books. So that is how the authors in this. So I'm making it very fast today since we have a very short time. So this is that, right? So when we talk about the local literary sources, children, we need to keep two texts in our mind, right? Which is the oldest text which provide the information of the history of Lanka. Which is the oldest one, children? Which is the oldest one? It is the Deepavamsa. It is the Deepavamsa. Okay, so Deepavamsa is considered as the oldest historical text which provide the information of Lanka. Okay, so in the Deepavamsa, in Deepavamsa, it is mentioned what information they have mentioned in this Deepavamsa. That is the up to the end of King Mahasen's ruling period and the description of the history of the Buddhist order. Okay, so that is only in the Deepavamsa. So Deepavamsa means you should keep it in your mind. It is the oldest text which provide the information regarding the history of Lanka, and in that they have mentioned the information up to the end of the ruling period of Mahasen, up to the end of the ruling period of Mahasen. Okay, Mahasen. So we know that number of great. Yes, my dear. This question was there in this year paper. Right, this question was there in this year paper. Okay, so this is the oldest one. Okay, so after this Deepavamsa, right, they have some historical information which was recorded in this book Deepavamsa, right. The repetitions were able to see. So because of that one, by correcting those, another text was compiled, and that is only Mahavamsa. That is only the Mahavamsa. Right? So the Mahavamsa is, right? Mahavamsa is contain many parts. In that, the first part of Mahavamsa was included the information of what, that is also, right, from the arrival of Lord Buddha, from the arrival of Lord Buddha, from the arrival of Lord Buddha, right, to Sri Lanka, and up to the end of Sri Lanka, and up to the end of, and up to the end of, up to the end of the ruling period of, up to the end of the ruling period of Mahasen. Ruling period of Mahasen. Okay. So this is the information included in the first part of the, okay, first part of the Mahavamsa. Okay. But after that, there were many parts in which the history of Lanka has been recorded as a continuous text. So remember, children, why Mahavamsa is considered as a specific one? Because when comparing to the other sources of the, when comparing to the other texts, Mahavamsa is a text which included the information of the Lanka in one text that continuously it has been mentioned. So that is the specific feature of this Mahavamsa. Okay. So after that, children, right? So you know that there are a number of other annotation. Now after that, Mahavamsa is considered as a more credible historical sources because of some historical events recorded in it have been substantiated by the inscription and some other sources. Mahavamsa is considered as one of the credible one because it has been substantiated by the inscription. The information recorded in the Mahavamsa, the same information have been also recorded in the inscription. So the same information in the two sources, it has been verified so that we can say that this particular text is a credible one. Okay, this is a credible one. So remember, children, now this is, I'm giving you a short description about it. Now see, now when we are discussing about this tute, okay, now after I give you this one, now this is the tute that I have provided. So children, did you all get this tute? This is the tute of this, see, grade 10 unit 1. So this is the first tute. Okay. History revision paper class, tute number 1. Okay, so look at here. Now here we have, now the first question. the Western Province question, 2019 one. Okay. So the second one, the word second one is also a Western Province question. And then we have Southern Province. Southern Province question. After that, Northwestern Province, Central Province, Sabaragamuwa Province. Okay. After that, Uwa Province. Okay, North Central Province. So up to this, the Western Province special seminar paper is also included here. After that, I have also included the MCQ of all the past papers. All the past papers. So after that, the part 2 starts. And then the part 2 of the these past papers as well as the these provincial papers, right? So when we are discussing these question also, we are discussing. Now children, as I have a very short period of time today, so I will not have time if I completely discuss the lesson and go on. So let me come to the, now look at here. Now first I'll give you now those who have the tute. Okay, let me check whether everyone have. Ma'am, I didn't still print. I'll print it and try. Okay. Okay. You can request it from the college. Okay, good. Right. Now see, I will give you guys. Okay. I will give you guys 5 minutes of time. Okay. Right, no problem even if you don't print it. Now take a piece of paper, just look at these questions and I'll give you 5 minutes of time. Can you please do this MCQ? First do the first 10. First do the first 10. First do the first 10, okay? First 10 you are going to do. First 10 you are going to do. I'll provide you time. Right, I hope that you can see the screen. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes of time. Do the first 10 questions and after that, now this is how the paper. Now I will ask you guys, okay, nicely revise and come. After that, we are going to do these questions and then when we are discussing each question, the each part I will be explaining. So that is how this class is going to be. You can contact the Sateha College if you are joining, my dear, and I will give you my number as well at the end of the class so you can take a note and you can also drop me a message. I'll be sending the PDF, my dear. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes of time. Okay, first 5 done. Okay, let me show you the rest of the questions. Okay, 6, 7, 8 is here. Finish it and then tell me. I will scroll down. Yes, Amra. Yeah, here I'm showing you the. Okay, sixth one. Okay, let me show you the fifth one. Okay. Right, fifth one, finish it. Okay, now I'll take the 6, 7, 8. Now you see the 6, 7, 8 with the question 6, 7, 8. Six, seven, eight. Do the 6, 7, 8. And then I will scroll down where you can see the 9th and 10th one. So first you do the first 10 and then we will have a discussion and then let's see how many you have taken correct. Yes, okay. I'll scroll down. Okay, Mishari. Okay, good. Amna, good. Okay. Right, Haya. Okay. Right. Okay, now let's. Okay, Shumair. Done. Fine. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. Okay, do it quickly. Okay, wait. You want to show me the 1 to 5. Okay, wait. Now this is those who don't have. Okay, 1 to 5 quickly. Right. We will start the discussion. Huh? We will start the discussion. Right. So let me go to the first one. Right. Okay. So once at the Pakasini. Okay. So once at the Pakasini is what? Now, children, you know what? Now I spoke about to you regarding the Mahavamsa. Okay. So Mahavamsa is Mahavamsa after about 4 centuries after the writing of the Mahavamsa in Pali language. Okay, it was at the initial time, it was written in the Pali language. An annotation, a translation was compiled in order to interpret it by explaining some areas. Okay, by explaining certain areas, right? There is a, right, a text was written. So that is only what? One Satta Pakasini. So you have 4 answers here. To describe the details of the kingship, to describe and analyze certain sections of Mahavamsa, to explain the information of the history of Buddhist order, to describe and analyze certain section of Deepavamsa. So out of these 4, which is the completely incorrect, which is not even going to come in this? Now look at here, something that is 4th one, Deepavamsa. Now look at here, Deepavamsa is not even related to this, right? Deepavamsa, we are not talking about the Deepavamsa here. So that is gone. So this is no, 4th one is no. So to describe the details of kingship, right? So when we talk about it, it is not a text which describe the details of the kingship. So the answer is what? Yes, very good everyone. The answer is the second one. The answer is what? The second one. So one Satta Pakasini is a text which was written to describe and analyze certain sections of Mahavamsa. Okay, yes. So we'll go to the second one. The word which is commonly used to introduce writings on various media is, right? Now we know that writing on, okay, writing on various urns, writing on walls. Now writing on walls, writing on, right, various urns, writing on wood, okay, writing on stone slabs, right, writing on rocks, right? So all these writing on can be said in one word. Is it inscriptions? Is it inscription? Is it inscription? No, it is not. It is not. Inscription means writing only on the rocks. For that separately we give the inscription. Okay, writing coins, Brahmi inscription? No. So writing on all of these things, one word we are using. What is it? What is that one word? Yes, you are correct, Mishari. Hamna. Yes, Shumair, you are correct. Haya, you are correct. Aisha, you are correct. That is what? Epigraphy. So epigraphy is a word commonly used, which is to introduce writing on something. Okay, right. So that is how the second one is done. So third one, let us go. Which of the following is not a Greek source which help us to study the history of Lanka? So children, I told you that number of writers from different nations that they have included the information about our country in their text. So there were, right, there were Greek sources, there were Greek writers, okay, there were Arabian sources, Portuguese sources, right? Portuguese sources, Holland sources, English sources, Roman sources. All these country nationalities have included the information about our Lanka in their books. Right. Now let me say, here the question is, which of the following is not a Greek source? So Demundo is what? It was by whom? Demundo is by whom? Demundo is Aristotle. Very good. Demundo is by Aristotle. So see children, now those who don't know, if you are listening to me carefully, you are learning it. Do you understand? So Demundo is Aristotle, right? So next let me go to the Istika. Okay, Istika. Okay, that is by whom? That is by whom? Istika is by whom? Yes, it is by Megasthenes. It is by Megasthenes. Right. Then tell me, natural historia is by whom? Natural historia is by whom? Natural historia is by whom? Okay, it is by Pliny. It is by Pliny. Okay. Next, then tell me, then the Anachristo. Okay, the records of Anachristo. So it's a record of Anachristo. It is how it is given. So here, my dear, Demundo is what? Demundo is a Greek source. Istika is a Greek source. Anachristo is also a Greek source. So which is not a Greek source? Which is considered is not a Greek source? Natural historia. So if it is not a Greek source, it is what source? It is which source? If it is not Greek, what it is? Yes, it is a Roman source. It is a Roman source. This is the answer. So it is a Roman source. Okay, it is a Roman source. Okay, right. Next, writing on stone slab is one of the category of following main source: sculpture, coins, epigraphy, literary sources. So writing on stone slab, it is one of the, right? So it should come as Istiga, my dear. It's not Indica. There is a small typic mistake. It should be Istika. Okay, right. Tell me the fourth one. Writing on stone slab is one of the category of following the main source. So what is it? Yes, it is what? Epigraphy. Epigraphy. Because I told you, writing on something is called as epigraphy. So writing on stones, writing on wood, writing on copper, right? So all these things are, okay, that is how it should come. Okay, so that is epigraphy. Epigraphy. Right. Next. According to King Vijayabahu's Panakaduva copper plate, which general gave the protection to king during his childhood? Sankasenavi, Subhasenavi, Sitnarubim Budalna, Jyotiya Situ. Okay, so I will tell you. Now see, the students, those who have given the answer Jyotiya Situ. Jyotiya Situ is a person, my dear, who tried to take the independence of the Kandyan kingdom from the Kotte kingdom. There was a time where the Kandyan kingdom was one of the provincial unit of Kotte kingdom. So Jyotiya Situ was one of the provincial ruler who tried to take the independence for the Kandyan kingdom from the Kotte kingdom during the ruling period of King Parakramabahu VI. Okay, so the fourth answer, will it come then? Fourth answer, will it come? Fourth answer, will it come? No, no, no. Fourth answer won't come. So next, let me go to this Subhasenavi and Sankasenavi. So these are some of the, right? Yes, these are some of the provincial leaders by the time when the Rajarata civilization was declined. Rajarata civilization was declined, and by the time for the people, some protections were given by these Sankasenavi, Subhasenavi. So the answer is what then? The answer is, okay, who is asking this? From whom the independence? Okay, I told you, my dear, during when the Kotte kingdom was there, okay, by the time the Kandyan kingdom was also one of the provincial unit of the Kotte kingdom. So Jyotiya Situ was a provincial ruler who tried to get the independence to the Kandyan kingdom. So he organized a rebellion against the Parakramabahu VI by the time who was ruling the Kotte kingdom, but it ended as an unsuccessful one. So that incident only related to Jyotiya Situ. So here, King Vijayabahu's Panakaduva copper plate belongs to the whom? Sitnarubim Budalna. So he has another name. Can you tell me what is that another name of him? What is the another name of Sitnarubim Budalna? Sitnarubim Budalna alias what? Yes, Buddha Raja. Buddha Raja. Remember? Buddha Raja. Sitnarubim Budalna alias Buddha Raja. So children, remember when King Kirti, right? Vijayabahu's childhood name only Prince Kirti. So after the downfall, after the Anuradhapura kingdom was captured by the Cholas, right? This Buddha Raja only gave the protection to the prince and his family, right? Being in the Ruhunurata. Okay, so he helped immensely Prince Kirti to become the ruler of the Ruhunurata, and from that to chase the Cholas out of the island, Buddha Raja gave immense support to Vijayabahu the first. Because of that one, when Vijayabahu became the ruler of the Pulannaruva, he granted number of royal grants to this general. He is a security officer. He is a security officer. Who this Buddha Raja? So for him, a number of royal grants were provided in order to show his gratitude that Buddharaja for the protection and for the help that he had provided to the king's family. As a gratitude only, he did it. So it is whom? Sitnarubim Budalna. So in this particular question, how many information we have learned? Do you understand? So if you are listening to me, all this entire story is going to be in your mind. You got it? What I'm trying to do in this class now? Yes, Sitnarvim Budalna is the answer here. Right? Okay. Now let us move on to the next one. The first part of Mahavamsa consists of the historical information of this country. What? Which one? Yes, the first part of Mahavamsa. Right? So which was written by Mahanamatero. The first part of that is from the arrival of Lord Buddha to Lanka up to the end of the ruling time of King Mahasen. So first one is going to be the answer. First one is going to be the answer. Okay? Right. Yes. Mahavamsa was written by Mahanamatero. Okay. Next one. Brahmi inscriptions, which is considered as the oldest inscriptions, were written to record what? So children, by the time, the oldest inscription only we call it as a Brahmi inscription. Oldest inscription. So these Brahmi inscriptions were these were made in order to record a particular event. What is that event? Yes, the first one. The events of offering of cave to the bhikkhus. Children, remember, by the time offering caves to the bhikkhus considered as one of the pride service, because at the beginning time when the Buddhism was introduced to our Lanka, there were no any other building calls, temples, monasteries and all were not there. Okay, so they were not there. So because of that one, right, because of that one, they have cleaned the caves and provided for the protection of the bhikkhus. So that considered as one of the sacred thing, a sacred service which could be provided to the people, right? So that is what those events are recorded by the time. So it is only the events of offering cave to the bhikkhus, right? So the next one, the text which has been written, okay, on the history of the Buddhist order. So there are a number of here. Nikaya Sangrahaya, Rajavaliya, Prashasti Kavya, Sandesha Kavya. Right? So out of these four, which text is including the information regarding the Buddhist order? The history of the Buddha Sasana, right? In which it is mentioned. Okay. Yes, it is the second one. Right? You are correct, Nishad. Second one is first one that is Nikaya Sangrahaya. So Rajavaliya is a text. Rajavaliya is a text which provides the information regarding the political information of the country from Gambara period to Kotte period. So now the kingdoms shifted. No, children, can you all see the board? Can you all see the board? Can you all see the board? Okay. Right. Now look at here. Now the kingdom shifted. Now you know Anuradhapura. Okay. Anuradhapura and then the Polannaruva. Anuradhapura and the Polannaruva. Now these two are considered. Okay, these two are considered. This is Rajarata civilization. So after the downfall of the Rajarata civilization, the kingdom started shifting. So that is Yapahua. Okay. Now first when we talk about it, Dambadeniya, 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 Yapahua, Dambadeniya, Yapahua, and then Kurunagala, Kurunagala, and then Gampola, and then Gampola, and then Kote. So from the time the Gampala to Kote, from the time the Gampala to Kote, right, there were number of, right, the political events happen. So regarding that political information, if you want to know, the text Rajavaliya is the text which provide the information regarding that. So you know, Prashasti Kavya, Sandesha Kavya, Hatan Kavya are the different poems, right, which has been written where you can regarding the incidents of that, right? So the answer is the Nikaya Sangrahaya. So let us go to the ninth one. Match the column A and B and select the right answer. So first thing, now here golden plate. So which is a golden plate here? Which is a golden plate here? Yes, the golden plate here is the Vallipuram. Okay, the golden plate here is Vallipuram. So children, what is the Vallipuram is belongs to which king's time? Which king's ruling period this Vallipuram golden plate is belongs to? Which kings? No, Amra. No. No, Nishad. No. I'm asking. No, not Vijay Babu. Now I told you Vijay Babu Panakadavar. Yes, Umaira, you are correct. Yes, Umaira, you are correct. Very good. Right? It is. Yes, Hamna, you are correct. Yes, Shahida, you are correct. The answer is King Vasabha. So Vallipuram golden plate is belongs to King Vasabha. So what is mentioned in that Vallipuram golden plate? Now you know King Vasabha is a ruler, right? King Vasabha is a ruler who ruled the country in a very, very proper regulated manner. So he divided the country into provinces and he appointed to each of the provinces a minister. So accordingly, he had appointed a minister named Rishigiri in order to administer the Jaffna area. Jaffna is Nagadeepa, right? So the one who ruled that area, he had built a temple called Piyanguka Tissa. Piyanguka Tissa. Piyanguka Tissa, a temple he has built. So regarding this information only, it is mentioned in the Vallipuram golden plate. Okay, right. So next, the Roman source. What is the Roman source here? What is the Roman source here we have? What is the Roman source we have here? Yes, naturalist Historia. Right. Greek sauce. What is the Greek sauce you have here? What is the Greek sauce you have here? What is the Greek sauce? Yes, good children. Very good. Demundo. So what is the copper plate we have? Right. Tell me, copper plate is belongs to which king? Panakadua copper plate is belongs to which king? Yes, Nishad correct. Mishari correct. Hamna correct. Amra correct. Yes, correct. Zaina correct. Good. So copper plate is belongs to Panakadua. So which is the correct answer then? B, C, A, D. B, C, A, D. Right. This is the correct answer. So the next one, Mahavamsa Tikava is named as Vinaya Attakatha, Vansatta Pakasini, Sihala Attakatha, Uttara Vihara Attakatha. So Mahavamsa Tikava, another name given, what is it? Yes, it is. Right? Amna, your video is on. Okay. Yes, correct. Correct, Rehana. Correct, Zaina. Correct. One Satta Pakasini. So this Vinaya Attakatha, Sihala Attakatha, Uttara Vihara Attakatha. All these are some of the books, the texts which written before Deepavamsa and Mahavamsa. So that is what when they are writing the Mahavamsa and Deepavamsa, the records written in these books were also taken into these books, right? So Sihala Attakatha, Vinaya Attakatha and Uttara Vihara Attakatha, they influence these two books. That's what the first part of Mahavamsa and the Deepavamsa includes the similar information because these texts were influenced them. Okay, right. So up to 10, how we did this question? Are you guys satisfied? Are you guys satisfied? Are you guys satisfied? Okay, very good. So just give me the how many correct you all got. Okay, send me. Yes, map marking also, inshallah, we will be doing. Don't worry. Okay, let me say Zaina 9. Okay, Shumer, you want the answer for the fifth one. Wait a minute. Fifth one is Sitnarubim Budalna, my dear. Sitnarubim Budalna. That is the fifth one answer. Very good, Abdullah. Very good, Shumair. Very good, Amra. Good. Good try. Yes. Haya, very good. Azza, very good. Yes, you want me to say the answer for the 10th one. Okay, Mahavamsa Tikava is one Satta Pakasini. Very good, Nishad. Very good, Ashkan. Very good. Very good. So, shall we move on to the next one? Who has sent this long message? I couldn't read it. Someone sent me a long message, but I couldn't read it because before I read that went. So children, those who are worrying, okay, this is already 6 months gone. That is the only part I saw, so I don't know who sent this one. But what I am saying, it is not too late. Still, it is right. Is it who sent this? Muhammad. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 .
.
Okay, fine. I'm also happy. Right. So listen to me, children. Still, it is not too late. Okay. Today you can start now because here we are going to do uh, all the chapters I will be covering, Sharmila. That means grade 10, all the chapters, grade 11, everything I will be doing the revision. Because why, now we are giving, as a teacher, we are providing everything to you guys, and you are going to choose which is easy for you guys, because person to person it is different. I can tell you, my dear, this lesson is easy, you can try it out, but some students also they say, no madam, for me this lesson is easy. So that is totally their perspective. But as a teacher, I will be doing all the lessons. I hope to do that. Okay. So we'll do that. Okay, fine. So shall we go to the next few questions? Okay, we'll move on to the next. Okay, then time starts now. Okay, do the 11, 12, 13, 14. Shabir here, is it my class, Shabir? Just send me yes or no. Okay, not here. Zaina Tariq, are you unique students? Student, just say yes or no. Ah, yes. Okay, Zaina. Fine. Okay, now do the these four question first you do. After that, I'll scroll down once you are done. Okay, I'll scroll down. Okay, 17 questions only we have from the provinces. Okay, wait, Ducky, you want to see up questions. Okay, shall we discuss? Okay, done. Right. Okay, Amra. Okay. Don't worry. I'll wait. Okay. Okay, Ashkan, good boy. You have done. Okay, good, Daki. Right. Shumail, Abdullah, Rehana, Azha. Are you guys done? Sahat, are you there? That's good. Okay, right. Right. So let us start this 11th one. The king who installed the Galpotha inscription, King Parakramabahu the first, King Nishanka Malla, King Vijayabahu the first, King Jayabahu the second. So this Galpotha inscription, yes, it is yes, Rehana Shabir, correct. It is the Nishanka Malla. So children, Galpotha inscription is the longest inscription. And you know the king who inscribed more number of inscription, it is King Nishankamalla. In the history itself, the king who erected many more number of inscriptions, that is King Nishankamalla, and Galpotha inscription is the longest one. Okay, right. So who is the foreigner who wrote the book Indica? So children, certain questions I want to mention here, it is repeated. But it has been asked from the different provinces. Why I wanted to include that to this question pack is you should know that the different ways of asking question, even though it is from the same content, you should understand that it is asked in different ways. So Indica is by whom? Indica by whom? Indica by whom? It is by, it is by, yes, you are correct. Megasthenes. Right. It is by Megasthenes. Now next, which I spoke to you just few minutes ago. The source which includes the political information of the country from Gampala to Kotte period. The source which includes the political information of the country from Gampala to Kotte period is what? Yes, it is Rajavaliya. It is the Rajavaliya. It is the Rajavaliya. Right. Who is the foreigner who included the information of his experiences of Candian kingdom in his book was? Who? Okay, right. Now here, the answer is Robert Knox. Why? So why it is about the Candian kingdom? So you know that when he was, right, when the Robert Knox, right, when he was 14 years old, when he was sailing to Persia, right, he got caught to the Lanka after due to a tempest. On that occasion, the Robert Knoxen along with his 16 people were arrested by the king of the Candian kingdom at that time, Rajasingha the second. By the time the ruler was Rajasingha the second. So the Rajasingha the second is whom? The youngest son of King Senarath, who also has the earlier name of Prince Maha right? So during the ruling period of King Rajasingha II, he was there as a prisoner for 19 years. He was there as a prisoner for 19 years, and then later on he got escaped through the Manna. Finally, he went to Indonesia, and from that he went to England. So the person regarding whose time this Candian kingdom, the information was mentioned in his book was Robert Knox. While he was traveling back, he has mentioned all his experiences in the Candian kingdom by the time. So name the kingdom during which the copper coins named Thambamasa were used. During which ruling period of time? Here, right? A coin, the copper coin named Thambamasa were used. During which kingdom? During which kingdom? Yes, you are correct. Yes, correct. Yes, almost all are correct. The answer is the Polonnaruwa. The answer is the Polonnaruwa. Right? Okay. Next is a Portuguese national who visited to Lanka to serve in the Portuguese army and wrote about Sri Lanka in his book. So he is a Portuguese national and he came to serve in the Portuguese army and he wrote about the Sri Lanka in his book. Who was he? Yes, Ribeiro. Very good. Zenat, Amra, good. Shabir, good boy, good. So the answer is the Ribeiro. Right, the next one is inscription is very significant sources in constructing the history because why the inscriptions are important? Is it because they are being old? Is it because they are being recorded the contemporary event? Is it because they contain the information of different period? Is it because they contain the information of crafts? So which one? Yes, you are correct. Correct, Umaira. Correct, Zenat. Correct. Yes, the answer is what you know. Being recorded, the contemporary events. So what does this contemporary events means? Contemporary means what you know, my dear. By the time when the event was happening only, they should have created that inscription. Now, for an example, you know, there was an inscription named Badulla inscription. Badulla inscription is there. For this Badulla inscription, another name is also there. Sora Bora Weber inscription. Sora Bora Weber inscription. Okay. In this inscription, the laws that need to be followed by a particular market that existed at that time, Hopitigama market. In the Hopitigama market, what kind of the rules that they have to follow only mentioned in this Sorabora Weber inscription. So see, by the time Pitigama market was there, so they wanted to inform the law to the people that the law that need to follow in that market, they should inform to the people so that they have erected that inscription. So by the time when the event was happening only, mostly these inscriptions are erected. That is what it is important. That is what we call as a contemporary event. Okay, right. So all the these provincial papers are done, children. All the provincial papers are done. Okay. So here, how many questions we have? Right. Here we have discussed how many questions. So altogether out of 17, how many? Out of 17. Yes, 12, 15, 17. Very good. Umaira, Amra, Ashkan, 17. Very good. Mishari, 16. Good. Zeenat, 16. Good. Shumail, 16. Good. Asma, 16. Good. Daki, 15. Good. Right. Yeah. So this is how our class is going to be, children. So for every lesson, I'm going to provide a tute like this. Okay, for every lesson, I'm going to provide a tute like this, and the past papers as well as the essay type question also we are going to discuss. So when we are discussing these question even, it will be like a revision. Okay, so I actually wanted to finish the class by 9:30 because I know it's history class, and when it is becoming late and late, how you guys will feel, because already they have a number of students, but one by one leaving now. So it is that, it is this. So children, I'll give you my number. Okay, those who want to contact me, you can contact to this number. And inshallah, from next class, I'll be starting. Every week it will be there. So this is my number. I'm Rifka Rouf, right? And my number is 077-861-2223. Please mention your name and drop the message to my number, right? I hope that you have enjoyed the class. You all would have learned something through this class, right? Something that you have learned and something you have. So this is the number. So please, but those who want to reach me out, you can contact me. So that's it, children. So thank you for joining, right? So take care. Assalamu alaikum and bye.